Hello and welcome back to 5 on the Farm. Today we're going to talk about updates to our field pasture fencing made out of the free pallets that we get off of Craigslist. Since we did the last fence, Lee has made some real adjustments for the better. You can see how large this pasture is and how many pallets we've used. And he's going to explain to you how he builds these and the tools that you need. Go ahead, Lee.
Okay, the main thing you need is one, you need standard pallets. And by standard pallets, these are the standard shipping pallets that are 40 inches wide by 48 inches tall. I find 48 inches is a pretty good size. You can do the ones that are 42 inches if you just have cows, but 48 inches is a much nicer height if you have like goats, especially goats that like to jump. The other thing you need are clamps. Bar clamps will work. Standard C-clamps will work pretty well. I've tried the kind of clamps that you use a little hand action to clamp shut, and those I have found really break down after a short amount of time. That's why I went back to the C-clamps, just to keep from spending money on clamps that were breaking. The other necessity is decking screws. Star bit decking screws, because don't use Phillips, because you'll never get them through these without stripping them out. If you use decking screws, not only can you put them together, but you can take them apart and move them, which is one of the things that we did here. And the last thing is a good cordless drill, especially if you're a long way from electricity in your fields. 18 volt at a minimum. I think it's the 12 volt ones just do not last long enough. Even with this 18 volt in a day's worth of building, I will go through 2 batteries with full charges easily. The other important thing is what I have done is I will do upright. I will do a 3 in a row upright. That's a full 10 feet across. And whenever you put them together and they're upright, they need to get as close together as they possibly can. That's what the screws are for. And the reason you want that is because that helps with stability. Getting this piece of lumber from one directly attached to this piece of lumber for the other gives it a nice strong strength. And having 3 of them together is about the limit of what you want. You could go 4, but we have cows, and really 3 is a good number. Okay, so once you get 2 of them put together like here, like this, I go ahead and sometimes I'll use 2 if they're very far apart. This is fairly close together, and the screw itself will pull it together. And so I usually put 3 to 4 in each one of the columns. These decking screws don't need pre-drilling. You can just put them right in. As you see, I kind of pulled it right together. I'll put one more down here at the base. And that's the main thing important. Get those as close together as you possibly can, and that gives it its strength. Then we go on to the next one. That's pretty much all the details you need for putting them together, except for over here we have, what I will do is I'll put 3 together like this, then we'll turn one perpendicular and keep, and that allows you to drill into this piece of wood on the corner of the perpendicular. That gives it for a lot of strength here on the corner. And then after you have that done, you come over here and you start on the next corner. And the next corner you start a straight line as well. And so that gives this kind of castle, top of the castle look to the fence itself. For consistency, one of the things I do is I keep all of the pallets, the good side, the one with most of the pieces of wood, to the outside, so that it looks really nice as you have guests or you're coming along here to the outside of the fence. It gives it a nice consistent look. Another thing to keep in mind too, with pallets you have a lot of, sometimes you have broken stuff. Like down here I had this open spot, perfect for a goat to go through. I put the piece of wood in just as a deterrent. If you have open spots up top, generally the goats can't get through those, and of course the cows can't, and so I don't worry about fixing that at all. And so you'll see some of them in states of repair and some in disrepair, and I just make sure to put the very worst stuff up at the top where it doesn't matter so much.
Okay, thank you so much. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and have a wonderful day.